What's up, guys? Chef Jeff, this dope cooking show. If you are here and you heard who is me, Chef Jeff has a cooking show, and it's called This Dope Cooking Show. So look, this week, we outside. We are outside. So you know what that means. We firing up somebody's grill. Whose? Mine. I just bought a new grill, and of course I gotta put some meat on it, because what? I'm not just gonna let it sit outside. We're not doing that. So look, this week on the show, we're gonna do some, we out in the yard with it. We're gonna do some, we gonna do some ribs. Remember the ribs I got that was on sale? Time to use them. We're gonna do some ribs, we're gonna do some chicken, some burgers, some sausages. We're gonna wear this thing out on the first use, because I mean, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes to barbecue, cook out, grill, however you use the terminology. So today, that's what we're gonna do. So, what's up? What y'all been up to? Like, what's happening? I mean, it's been, crazy week for me. I've been just working like crazy. What is new, right? It's grind season all day long, all the time. Shout out to everybody that stopped by the Holy Box last weekend. It was a huge turnout. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Then I had it out again at a private function, but this private function that I went to, it was like 3 other functions going on, but I was the only one food truck there. Who you talking about? Wiped your boy out? Wiped your boy out? I'm talking about, it is, okay, currently there's 1 bag of french fries left on the Holy Box, 1 bag. So, another good turnout. I took a break this weekend because I was tired. I had a lot going on. Body was like, hey, bro, you need to chill out. So, of course, I'm going to listen. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to listen. So, what I did was I took the weekend off, and I bought a barbecue grill. I took the weekend off because it's Resurrection Sunday. And, of course, my neighbor decided to cut his grass. I don't even know the people, but whatever. It's Easter weekend, Resurrection Sunday, so I decided to chill with the fam and just be in the house and be inside. I didn't want to be outside this weekend. So look for the announcement, because I'll be right back out. And we're going to have a good, great food with a good, great customer service. Y'all loving them salmon Philly, so it's going to be there. I introduced the KK fries, which is fries with some sauteed peppers and onions with secret sauce. And that's going crazy, so I think I'm going to keep it on there. You might have to change the name, but I don't know. Somebody said, let me get the KK fries. Okay, cool. KK came from the person that named it, came up with the idea. She walked up to me and was like, can you do this? Can you do that? And I was like, yeah, I got you. So cool, I did it. So today we're going to have, like I said, we're going to do some ribs, chicken, sausage, burgers. But to go with that, we're going to have some coleslaw. Oh yeah, my coleslaw fire. I don't care what you say. And we're gonna have some baked beans. And then we're gonna probably do some roasted broccoli, because we need some other green stuff in there, right? We're gonna round the meal out. So look, I'm gonna go in, get this thing ready. I'm gonna show y'all my new toy in a minute. And then we're gonna get the party going. So this dope cooking show. Hey, wait. Call all your friends. Tell them that this dope cooking show is on right now. And that I need y'all to go to the YouTube, which is This Dope Cooking Show, all one word. Like, comment, and subscribe. And then tell somebody else to like, comment, and subscribe. And get a 2 for 1. Like, I need y'all to, run these views up. All right? I'm out here doing this work. Y'all got to help me out. So, all right, we're going to get ready. And then I'll come back. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. All right, peace. Okay, guys. So, look. Here's the footage of me prepping my ribs. So, the first thing you want to do is always, we want to take that membrane off on the back side of the ribs. That's going to help your ribs get tender, and it's going to, make for a better bite. It won't be so chewy because you're trying to chew through that membrane. I'll be going places and they don't be taking it off, and I'll be looking at, my nose be turned up. So I just, I had to point this out, because to me, if you want good ribs, this is crucial. On top of the season, or on top of the rub, or whatever you choose to use, this is crucial to me. This is me now, because everybody don't do it like Chef Jeff do it, and there are people that are way more qualified and do it better than I do. But as for me and my show, we gonna take the membrane off because that is something that I just don't like. I'm picky. I'm really picky about my stuff, and it's just for me. I've tried it, had it both ways, all kind of ways, and that membrane does not cook off. It does not. It will get hard. It will make them ribs hard to bite through. So I always pull it off every single time, without fail. And it don't matter if I do baby backs. It don't matter if I do spare ribs with the little more meat on it. I always take that membrane off, and I always trim some of that fat off too because I mean it's some fat on there, but I'm in it for the meat. I don't really need all that fat. I just don't. So that's part of my process when I barbecue. I trim off the fat. I take that membrane off, and I try to get that rib as flat as possible. So there's even another little chunk of meat on the end of that on that side. So this is a St. Louis style spare rib. Yeah, St. Louis cut. So these are St. Louis cut. These are bigger, and they're not as meaty as the baby back ribs, right? So I like to use a mixture of both. I got some baby backs right there, and I got this St. Louis cut. So I like to have this one pretty much as flat as possible on that back side, just because I'm me. And like I said, I try to get as much of the fat off as possible because that's what I like. I mean, everybody's different. But I like mine to be flat. I like that, I like everything to be able to just lay flat on that grill and start getting that smoke and start getting that good fire to it. Because what we want is some great ribs. So here we're gonna start with our seasoning process. And so for me, I use regular yellow mustard. You can get as fancy as you want to. But I use a regular yellow mustard, right? I slather that on there, and I rub it down. Today we're gonna use a little bit of. So I got a pork rub from the seasoning line that I use, and let's see what else I'm gonna use. So we start with the pork rub, and this pork rub has salt, pepper, onion, garlic powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, brown sugar, and it's one more. Oh, cumin. It's got a little cumin in it. So those are the ingredients in that. Um, I start off with the mustard. I put mustard on there. Yellow, like I said, yellow plain mustard. I put mustard on there. Then I rub it down. And there's my pork rub that we use. I yellow mustard, rub it down on both sides. Then I sprinkle that pork rub on there. Yeah. And we gonna get it in. So this is how we do it. Like I say, nice generous amount, And depending on how you want it, I like mine to be able to hold whatever seasons on it. So I want to make sure I get it in every little piece. I want to get it in there. We're gonna get that yellow mustard all on there, rub that down all over. And then we'll hit it with our seasonings. And we want to make sure that we cover. You're basically giving yourself kind of like a line to color in. So I'm gonna use this mustard, and I'm gonna use my seasonings to cover the mustard on the rib. So we're gonna go on both sides. So here we go, seasoning. Yep, getting it in. See how that's covering that mustard? So I'll cover it with that, and then I'll make sure. Sometimes I add even more brown sugar, depending on how sweet I want my meat. But this time I kind of just wanted to see what that pork rub would do by itself, and see how it would turn out with that. We're just using it. Sometimes I'll be doing too much, and that's okay. You can do too much if you want to too. So this time I tried to keep it regular. Like I told y'all last week, I have some house guests, and I wanted to make sure that they were able to enjoy, without having to worry about it being too salty, too sweet. I wanted to make sure that they could really enjoy a good smoked barbecue rib from Chef Jeff that's going to be featured on this Dope Cooking Show. So here we are. We flipped that rib over. We got a season on that one side, so we flipped it over. We're going to season on this side, and then we're going to set that baby off to the side. So here we go. Hit it with them seasonings. And like I said, you use whatever you want to. I found out that Ace Hardware has a huge assortment of different barbecue spices and seasonings. I don't know about where you are, but the Ace Hardware near me got seasonings in there. I thought it was just a hardware store. They got all kind of stuff. So depending on what you want, but I kind of stick to the basics, and just kind of change up the brown sugar, um, or not, because the brown sugar, oh no, if you got a high fire, it's gonna caramelize and burn quick. I learned that over the years, so it's up to you. But they look good, don't it? Okay, so we got our ribs seasoned. Look at them, some ribs looking good. We got our burgers, simple hamburger deluxe seasoning. We got some chicken wings. See, you got two different hot links, cheddar smoked sausage, and we got the hot dogs for the little guys. These chicken wings, I'm telling you, they're gonna be fire. I'm gonna do a whole nother episode on them alone because
There it
they were
is, guys.
amazing.
This is my new toy. Check him out. Got me old barrel grill. Got the old, yeah, the firebox in there. Yep. I think it's like 20 something inches of space, a cooktop space. It's about to go down. So look, of course, I just bought it. Funny thing about this, I went in the Home Depot and I went in the back, in the home and garden section, and I was like, I'm gonna find me a grill today. But the ones they had out front was super expensive. Well, then they were saying they had one that was cheaper, but it had to be shipped. So I went in the back of the home and garden section, and I found this joker on sale. Sure did. So, yep. Got me a new grill, and we about to do some grilling. I got my old smoker. There go that old trusted guy. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about none of that. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff out here to cook with, outside too. So we're gonna go on and get this loaded up, get the fire going, and then we got chicken, burgers, sausage, and of course ribs. It's gonna be a meat fest over here. So we're gonna go on and get all this stuff on, and then we'll come back and check it out, get our fire burning. So I'm using the Kingsford, of course, got to get the Kingsford. This is the low and slow briquettes, all right? And then I'm gonna get this old Kingsford out the, I ain't gotta use no lighter fluid. And then for a little flavor, we're gonna throw these in there. So we're gonna do a good little mixture of all of these, get our fire going, and yeah, it's going to go down, guys. All right, guys, we got our fire lit, our new toy. So like I said, I did an initial burn on this yesterday when I first got it, seasoned it up real good. So we're gonna be ready to go as soon as this fire dies down. We're gonna get our meat on the grill and get to rolling. Okay, guys, we got our grill up to temperature. We are getting ready to load our stuff on here. So my firebox is over here, so I'm gonna put the heat, the stuff that needs to be closer to the heat over here and work my way that way. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna get started with these burgers first. The burgers on this old guy. Get them going. We got some big burgers and we got some little burgers. Now, in my house, these burgers go so quick that I'm like, well, let me just do a bunch of them, right? So it's like, well, that way I won't get gypped. I always get gypped out the burgers. I never get one. Why that happens, I have no idea at all. But I always get gypped out the burgers. So we got our burgers, and then we got our wings. Do some whole wings. So these wings are done just a tad bit differently. I use a seasoning on them. I'll show you guys on the inside what it is. But of course, the basic salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. I use a chicken rub on these. And then, like I said, I use the Goya seasoning. I know y'all know about that. So I use the Goya seasoning, and it should make these chicken wings turn like a red color. But we gonna see. This is my first time doing it. So you with me, I'm with you, and we gonna do this together, right? So boom, we got a look at our grill thus far of everything we got on there so far, right? And we're gonna get this on here, then we're gonna get our sausages on there. We're gonna set it and forget it. That's how we're gonna do it. So we got our burgers, our wings, and then we're gonna get the ribs on a little later. And that's gonna be that on that. We cooking, y'all. We cooking. This dope cooking show. Check it out. So far, so good. All right. Okay, guys. So we back. And so while our meat is cooking, let's get started on these beans. Okay. So me, I'm not a big bean person. But I know the people in my house are bean people. And so when I barbecue, I make sure that I get them some baked beans. We got green and pepper, and so I cut them peppers up for y'all. I got here, but here's a little footage. Red pepper, green pepper, a little bit of onion, ground beef, and them bush baked beans. Now, I don't know no other baked beans. I just know bushes. And remember back in the day when they used to have them commercials and they'd be like, roll that beautiful bean footage. Yeah, so, I mean, that's all I know, right? If you got another high quality baked bean, then let me know. I'm not really a fan of them, but I will eat them. I had a small bowl just to make sure they was good. You got to taste your products. You know what I'm saying? You got to taste your stuff. So I definitely made sure that they were good before I let anybody eat them. But I did. I just small diced red, green, red and green pepper and onion, and I put it over in. So all of that stuff will go together in our pan. As far as seasoning, you'll see in the next clip. I do salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic, and then I also do mustard in my baked beans, mustard and barbecue sauce, which I learned that from watching TV. It wasn't something that I came up with or any profound. I just kind of started with those little basics. Now the peppers and onions I added at a later date in my life because I had never experienced nothing like that. Right? I'm just not a bean person. I just don't be eating them. So we just, for the sake of a great barbecue, you got to at least know how to make some baked beans. So that's been my thing. Those vegetables in there with mustard, barbecue sauce, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and then the mustard and the barbecue sauce is not a must-have, but I mean you might want to add it just to see. Oh, and brown sugar. Do not forget the brown sugar. So listen, you'll see that those beans, two of those cans say brown sugar, or one of them says hickory brown sugar. You're gonna want to add some more brown sugar to those beans because it's not sweet. It's like could be sweet, like just enough. But if you want some good baked beans, man, go ahead and add some brown sugar in there. Because I'm telling you, it's going to change their flavor profile. But you just got to know what to add. Because even though the Bush's baked beans are good, they just don't have some of the things that we would like. Okay, welcome back. Look, we got our grass-fed ground beef. Getting ready to go into our hot skillet. We also got our peppers and onions that we had cut up before. Before y'all got here, I was excited. I just couldn't wait. So I cut up the peppers and onions. Y'all saw footage of that prior to this clip, right? So we get our peppers and onions in there, get them to working, get our ground beef in there, get them all together in another pot. You'll see them beans over there getting ready to go in the pot, and I realized that pot was too little. So you'll see that I'm gonna change that over. But we got our fancy burger smasher from TikTok or Amazon, wherever we got them from. But anyway, get those things in there rolling. It's up to you. You can use ground beef or you don't even have to. You can use ground turkey. You can put sausage and beef or just sausage or whatever you want to in there. It's up to you. I chose ground beef because I like it with ground beef. And I'm still waiting on anybody, to tell me where I can get them pans with the white insides. These were some Kroger specials. I got these when I first moved into this house to match the kitchen and the aesthetic. But I want some more. That's just that on that. Hamburger deluxe. That's our season that we gonna use for that. Yeah. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. So here's some brown sugar hickory baked bean, Bush's baked bean. Roll that beautiful bean footage. So we had those, and then we got 2 cans of the other ones. So like I said, don't be afraid to add whatever those don't have for your setting. These grilling beans are pretty good, the bourbon and brown sugar. So all 3 cans of those have brown sugar in them, but I could not taste the brown sugar. I just couldn't. So I went on ahead and added some more towards the end, but it's up to you. And they not too sweet. They actually, it's just a perfect blend, because when you add all that stuff together and they get in there and they start mixing and playing, man, them flavors come together and it's amazing. So, like I told y'all, I'm not a bean person, but I know how to make some good beans. And I stand on that just like I do my catfish. Hey, tell me to bring the baked beans to the cookout. I'll bring some. Tell me. So we're going to keep working on this, and then we're going to come back with some more. So we're going to get all this ground beef done, then we're going to mix it in with our beans. Our ground beef done. Boom. We're going to get that mixed all in. Let that simmer. I got a funny story, yo. So back when I worked at the hospital, executive chef of the hospital, we did a barbecue day. And y'all remember me telling y'all about my homegirl, Chris B. So on barbecue day, I was responsible for the brisket, the ribs, and anything else that was be barbecued. She was responsible for the sides. And I'm going to tell you, my girl came in and made some baked beans that was to die for. I'm talking about, yo, I don't eat beans, but hers, yeah, go on put something in my plate. She hooked me up one time and she let me see that she put bay leaves in the ground beef. I mean, in the baked beans, and let them simmer. Man, you talking about a nut, man. Her baked, she used to do some spicy ones with some jalapenos in it. Then she used to do just some regular ones. You talking about some good baked beans? Oh man, she killed. I'm talking about, so putting us together, and so that liquid was just a little water. Putting us together on barbecue day, man, we were set out by the time lunch was over. Got a little update on our meat. The mariachi band is playing. They are kicking in. My neighbors across my fence have oh my God, they can party. And here is a little bit of the finished product. We got them ribs, and we got sausages, burgers, and them chicken wings. Them chicken wings turned out fire. Oh my God. So yeah, this dope cooking show, we gonna keep it going. We rounding that out. Broccoli, Cavendish Greek seasoning, butter, and our hamburger deluxe. We tossed it up, threw it in the oven, roasted them. Simple. What's up, guys? So we back. We got all our meat done. We got everything lined up, ready to go. Forgot to tell you about that coleslaw. So look, green onion, coleslaw mix. I use the coleslaw sauce, I guess you want to call it. You can use mayonnaise and sugar, but Hidden Valley has a very good one, but they didn't have one, so I got the craft version of the coleslaw sauce to mix in with it. A little sugar if you like yours sweet. A little mustard if you like it with a little tartness to it. It's up to you. It's your world. It's your show. It's your barbecue. It's your coleslaw. So you do how you want to. Me, I'm gonna put just a little bit. So I got the green onion. I got the coleslaw mix. I got the coleslaw sauce. And then I'm gonna throw it. Of course, I'm gonna season mine. I gotta season it. what is anything if you don't season? You got to season your stuff. So season it. I'm going to use my hamburger deluxe. Just throw a little bit in there, salt and pepper, and it's cool, right? So we're going to get all of those things, get them together, mix them up. We're going to make us a coleslaw, and that's going to be part of our meal. So we got our broccoli, we got our baked beans, we got our coleslaw, which is going to be phenomenal, right? And then we got all our meat. We got ribs, we got chicken, we got sausage, we got hamburgers. We finna get down. So if you've been stuck with me this long, hey, you know it's about time to plate this thing up, and we're gonna go ahead and eat, and we're gonna eat good on this dope cooking show. Hey, appreciate y'all for sticking with me. Let's get this stuff on a plate. Let's taste it, see what we got. Here's our coleslaw, guys. Look at that. Ready to go. Oh, yeah, we got our coleslaw done. All right, y'all. We finna put our stuff some on the plate. We finna eat good. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. Here it is, folks. This dope cooking show. Barbecue and such. We got our new toy plate with our new grill. We got our smoked wings. We got us some ribs right there. Look at that coleslaw, yummy. Oh my God, the beans and the broccoli. I mean, hey, you don't have to put no broccoli with it. You don't have to. But that's just what I wanted to do to round out the meal. And of course, you're never going to go to a cookout where somebody brings broccoli. But if you're at home having a nice meal and you want to round out your outside meal, add some broccoli, add some green, add something. Or not. It's up to you. It's your kitchen, it's your show. This is my show. I wanted some green. So in my travels, I've gone to some places that have some interesting things. And one of the things that I enjoy when I go visit Chattanooga, Tennessee, is a place called Old Plantation. Now, Old Plantation is a mom and pop shop. Hold on. Okay, because I need y'all to see my face. Now, Old Plantation is like a mom and pop barbecue spot in the hood of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And let me tell you, it's only one way in and one way out, right? You got to know what you want before you get in there. I had to start with, hey, I'm from out of town. What y'all got? Before they would even talk to me. But they got these beef, like, I don't know if I take that back. I don't know what grade of meat they are. They red. There's a red hot dog or link or something. And it's covered with baked beans, coleslaw, and barbecue sauce. When I say it's fire, like, give me two of them and I'm out. Give me two of them in a coat. Two in a coat and I'm gone. Listen, this place is so good. And I went just recently when I was in Chattanooga, but I probably won't go again because I probably won't be back in Chattanooga. So anyway, this place, Old Plantation Hot Dog, fire. I don't even know what else they got. I go in there to get the hot dog. So that's just what it is. So all right, cool. Right? So I had a little hankering for one of them. So I made my own. Don't judge me, judge your mama. But yeah, get into it. Get into it. I mean, fat. But I mean, judge your mama, because I don't care. Yeah, get into it. Now this is what I'm mad. The other stuff, this right here, I'm be looking for this. So of course I put together the coleslaw, the baked beans to go with the sausage on this bun, because I'm about to get down on it. Oh, y'all just don't even know. All right. Look, this dope cooking show. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Catch y'all on the next episode because I'm ready to eat. Yeah. Look like the grill gonna be here to stay. I ain't gonna take it back. We're gonna keep working on that thing. So appreciate y'all for stopping by. Tune in next week, Tuesday at 5:30. Tune in, tell a friend. Y'all gonna like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel, Facebook, Roku TV. Look, BS3 Network, they doing things different. So hang in there. We about to go to the what? Top. See y'all next week.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.